to the vlog. Today is the day two of Scotland trip. That what you see is the Edinburgh Castle, a better view with a beautiful sun in the background. That's the iconic telephone, but it seems to be have turned into a ATM machine now. This is the old town part of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. And we have some pretty sights to show you. The first program today is the Wall Tour. It's going to be a guided tour and waiting for the tour to start. Walking down to the entrance of the Wall Tour, however, won't be able to film inside it. That's what the guide has advised us. Still, we'll try to show you some photographs. We can't film inside, but we can still take some photographs. So yes, show you as much as I can. Before Edinburgh took this modern format in the early 1800s, these narrow streets were an integral parts of the city. Imagine people passing through these alleyways in the past. These dark streets have some really chilling stories to say. Here are some of the photos which I took whilst we were doing the vault tour. The history of vault requires its own episode. Long story short, this place has been really dark, lawlessness, lot of death and destruction. The tour was done. It was such an amazing experience. I'll add the details provided in the descriptions. The wind can be quite heavy, but yeah, that's how the weather it is here. Always windy. I've got to do a little bit more of activities today, like the castle tour and few more walking tours. So I decided to get onto a hotel here. Found a nice Indian restaurant. So the next destination is the Palace of Holyrood House, which is the official residence of the king. Um, as you can see, the roads are all barricaded. That's for the king's coronation tomorrow. The security is very tight and don't think I can make it in. Whilst making way to Holyrood Palace, here are some of the buildings lining the historic city street. As expected, couldn't make it into Holyrood Palace, but close to it was the Scottish Parliament, so definitely went inside it. Few things about Scotland. Scotland is not an independent country now. It is part of the UK, but it has a parliament of its own and it has limited powers to pass certain laws. Since the parliament was in recess, couldn't visit the chambers. The next destination of the tour is Edinburgh Castle, which is the main highlight of day two. There is a 30-minute walk from Parliament to the Edinburgh Castle. There is also a bus service which takes approximately 15 minutes. But due to the coronation event, the bus services are all disrupted or rerouted. So I didn't know exactly where to get the bus from, so decided to walk and take the 30 minutes instead. Book the tickets online to avoid any last minute hassles or cancellations. And that's what I recommend everyone to do because the castle can get quite crowded. Still military personnel in the castle, and the view from the top is quite amazing. You can get the full view of the Edinburgh city. What you see is the oldest structure of the castle complex, and it's a chapel. The crowd you see in the courtyard has come there to view the Scottish crown jewels, which will be presented to King Charles tomorrow. It's time to say goodbye to the castle, and off we go. Scotland has more in stock for visitors, and for those Harry Potter fans, here are some of the places you might recognize. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Yes, I am back in Cork now. The flight was quick, 1 hour. Stay tuned. We have more fantastic travel vlogs coming.